So hello and welcome one and all from what I can only describe as footballing utopia. The weather is perfect, the fans are in great voice, and the players are all set to get started. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game, it's Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi everyone. The excitement has really picked up now and I'm eager for the action to start.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. Oh, he's been caught on it here! Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Nicely weighted ball.
That's positional goals, the utilisation of space.
And he's certainly onside here. Shoots! Well, now it's a race for the ball. And that has fair fizzed. Corinthians with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. Flamengo have a free kick. Emerson. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Yeah, Jorginho, the kind of player that can pass a team to death. At first, a lot of his passes seem a little safe and conservative, but they all serve a bigger purpose, slowly shifting the opposition from side to side. Once there is that little bit of space to work in, then the killer instinct usually kicks in and he's able to deliver that decisive pass.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. So, Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. He ran himself into trouble there. Free kick given away. Gustavo Enrique. And he's been shifted off it. Flamengo are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. Now it's Lino. That's destined for the flank. Oh, he's found support out wide. That has been cut short. Cesar. Now it's Carrillo. Emerson. Threads one in. That is lovely. Now this could be a chance. And the finish! It's loose. Oh, what has happened here? It is a corner. Promising position. He was under real pressure there. Has to go back here. Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. Shot a goal! Goal! Flamengo! Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
It was wonderful vision to see the movement ahead. And how about the weight of that pass? Ideal.
Flamengo have fired themselves in front.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
And it's Carrillo. That's good running with the ball. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Bruno Enrique. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Now there's a fine ball. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Played out towards the right wing. Flamengo are one up and looking surprisingly comfortable. Oh, Red, nice interception. Carrillo. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Emerson. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. It's a pretty loose pass. Hops for safety. Jorginho.
Teremos minuto de acréscimo.
He's looking wide. Tries to play it through. Takes aim and crosses.
Well, that has caused disappointment to some.
And that is the end of the first half. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. Flamengo coming in at half-time, leading by 1-0.
Yeah, I like the fact that there was a genuine flow to this game, as well as intent. But I can't help feeling that their efforts deserved that little bit more.
Flamengo are 1-0 up at half-time, and it's all to play for. Back on the way then.
Well, my advice would be to keep at it. If you're doing well, keep it going.
It'll be a throw-in. There's the crossfield ball, and he was quick to react.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
He's in a great position here.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Corner number 2 then. Getting up there! Oh, he's given that plenty, but no.
Yeah, it's good movement, though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
Can he get it through? Pass somewhat off target. Jorginho has created 1 goal already. Still just a single goal between the sides. Great vision. And the shot! That's another chance! It's in! And there's the goal they've been looking for. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
Flamengo are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, it's a great time for them to keep the momentum going. I don't see any need to change the approach. Keep at it with the same intensity, and soon enough, they'll get another break.
Público presente
Emerson.
na partida de hoje. 81.007
And that has left him in a heap. He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Chance here to counter. This is their second corner of the game. Pulgar attempts a clearance. Change of plan here, perhaps. that's off target.
Well, probably not the best way to try and get back into this game, but it could spark something into life.
They get a throw in. Pulgar. Driving forward. Oh, he's burst through. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And it's Carrillo, who played through for the wide man. Bruno Enrique. Flamengo are looking to break at pace. He's picked his way through. Oh, chance! Relentless! Just relentless! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. That was a given. It always was.
Again, that's terrific movement, Peter, and an even better pass. It's beautifully played.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy. It's a threatening ball. Tries a shot! Now, how often do you see that?
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
And that's a throw-in. Jorginho. That's Bruno Enrique. Flamengo are closing in on a comfortable win. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. That has not gone well. Emerson pinches it off him. Did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Just 5 minutes remaining now. Nicely aimed pass. They really do have to make something of this. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Lino. Oh, good spread. Oh, that's fabulous.
Might want to be careful there.
Gabriel is the guilty party there. And just to confirm that the referee did issue a yellow card for that earlier incident.
Foram indicados 4 minutos de acréscimo.
Distributed tidily. Andre Carrillo in acres of space out wide. Bruno Enrique. Pulgar. Now it's Lino. Oh, good-looking ball. He's gone for goal. And that is doing no harm at all. Pulgar. And that will be it. Flamengo, just a thrill to witness here. Quick, slick, and such fun. You really would fear for anyone playing up against... So hello and welcome to what has turned out to be a truly gorgeous afternoon. The sun beaming down on the stands and broad beaming smiles all around us. The mood has soared, and so indeed has the expectation of both teams. A wonderful effort all by himself.
Well, I'm glad he took the opportunity to run with the ball when the chance came about. That's the kind of positive thinking they need right now.
Cancelo. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Yeah, Marquinhos. He's one of the toughest and most competitive centre-backs in the business. He's the kind of player you can rely on to always be just where you need him, making a vital interception or just making life difficult for the opposition to get through. And that's a very valuable characteristic.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. Rafinha. And it's made its way to him. No, that's been intercepted. Vitinha. Araujo. Very early stages, Jim, but anything up to now that's of note?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Well, the less said about that pass, the better. De Jong. Fermin running with intent. Pedri, and here's Rafinha. Strong running down that left flank. Well, there weren't too many attacking options there. Neither side yet able to find the net. Yamal. Nuno Mendes.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Koundé did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And it's Lopez. Vitinha. And it's Ruiz. Doué. Oh, this is a terrific run. That's good running with the ball.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
And it's Doué. Doué has it in a wide position. Distributed tidily. Doué, backward it goes. Chance! And that was struck with genuine force.
Well, look at him. Furious at himself for missing. Having said that, the manager applauds his effort to find that bottom corner.
Nicely spread. Yamal. Koundé making good progress on the right-hand side. Pedri. And Araujo. Pedri. That's a good ball out wide. Looking for a runner. Now it's Yamal. And he's got his cross in. It's a really well-measured ball. And now the breakaway. Great vision. And he's worked it through. So much time and space here. Oh, what a mistake! There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, but dogged defence on the other. Lewandowski is herring after that one. Oh, it's Dembele. Tries to pass it, shapes to shoot! Goal! Paris Saint-Germain! And we have liftoff! It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
Barcelona really were asking for trouble there by failing to cope with a formidable press.
You felt it was coming, 1-0.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
Yamal going after that. Oh, it's Dembele. Araujo was in no mood for any of that. João Neves charging forward, the ball at his feet. He's picked his way, there's the shot! And it's in! They are purring, truly purring! That really is quite fabulous, all his own doing.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
And now he has two. Things starting to look very comfortable.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contract...
And that signals the end of the first period.
Well, the second goal certainly came as a welcome surprise, Peter. So late and so potentially destructive.
That certainly seems to be the case.
And that ought to encourage an even more ambitious approach in this second half, Peter, with control already established.
Paris Saint-Germain are heading into the break very happy with how it's gone so far. The second half is up and running. Fabian Ruiz. Oh, it's Dembele. Fabian Ruiz. Oh, lovely feeding is such a good... Tries a shot! Oh, it's a beauty! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. And they are disappearing out of sight. And that is stunning, just too hot to handle.
Well, that was hit with genuine ferocity. You just don't stop those, Peter.
A case now of complete control. Fabian Ruiz driving on and making good progress. That is good strength. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And this is Lewandowski, forced to go back. Kvaratskhelia. Koundé concedes a free kick for that.
Well, they've stamped some authority on things, but how much more authority can be generated?
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And here's Lewandowski. And here's Lopez. Pedri. 60 minutes played. Bops him off it and wins back the ball. Lovely pass, but can he get there? That's a good ball. And a chance! Yes! They will take that. They are absolutely ripping it up. He won't get many simpler than that, but he's certainly not complaining.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
And the frightening thing is, Peter, this isn't even a surprise. He thrives in these situations.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. Chance! And that is high. João Cancelo. João Cancelo getting forward. Vitinha. Doué. Aims beyond the defence. Goal kick. No, I stand corrected, it's a corner. Paris Saint-Germain with the corner. They're first. That's the keeper's ball. And now they can spring out of defence. And it's Vitinha. Fabian Ruiz. And here's Dembele. Look where it came from. Pass is coming off in quick succession. And the shot! And he's missed it.
Look, we've all been there. Nothing will make him feel much better at the moment.
Pedri. There will be a throw-in. Here's a sharp little ball here. Pacho. That's good pressing, squeezing the play. Doué. Doué makes a dash for it. And that has put paid to that.
Dembele really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
And it's Ruiz. He's going for goal! Oh, there was plenty on that.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Decent chance! And there's a goal! How many? Just how many? The gulf in class is vast.
Some of those players look totally lost out there now, Peter, and you can't blame them.
Paris Saint-Germain are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that. No way through, so back it comes. He's gone for goal! Oh, he's kept it out, that's a great save.
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
And that should get the job done. Kvaratskhelia. Pedri over to the right flank.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Doué. Oh, he's burst. He's having a shot! Oh, it's fallen. And it's in! Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. So that's it. It is all over. So a real showpiece win. This lot was simply far too clever for their opponents, and despite their best endeavours, it has ended in an easy... Welcome one and all. We have perfect blue skies and quite a contest ahead of us. This really is a feel-good football match. This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in the chance!
And he has kicked it out somehow.
João Neves really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
And we have our very first corner. Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. This ended up in no man's land. He's looking wide. That's a cute ball. Fabian Ruiz. And that's got behind for a goal kick. That's been drilled forward. Vitinha. And he's quick to snatch it back.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
And here's Dembele. Fabian Ruiz. Fabian Ruiz! Denied by an instinctive save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And it's Lopez. Barcelona disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency. And claimed it back swiftly. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, we have a very exciting player here, Peter, in the shape of Kavica Kvaratskhelia. Someone who's shown amazing
shapes to shoot! Goal! Paris Saint-Germain! Pressure? What pressure? He feels none of it.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
The first breakthrough.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
He's shifting through the gears here. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And he's managed to get free. Good ball, good take. And he shoots! And it's in! And they're threatening to fly away here. What a delicious finish. That is immaculate.
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
And yes, it's him again. Paris Saint-Germain are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Vitinha. Shifted it to the flank. De Jong gets over and intercepts. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Not the most convincing of passes. Aimed beyond the defence. This is Dembele. Oh, that was vital. Pacho chooses to go cross-field. Pacho kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. João Neves. Always onto this. Doué. He has found the way through. He's having a pop! It's a pretty loose pass. Paris Saint-Germain looking forward to the break after some very good work in the first 45 minutes. That looks a cracking ball. Space for him to turn and look. Now it's Lewandowski, and it's Pedri. Yamal, forced to go back. Yamal is onto this. Looking for the run. This is Dembele. Koundé. Passes coming off in quick succession here. No, not quite on the same wavelength.
There will be 1 minute
Pass
at a
is
time.
somewhat less than ideal.
Barcelona clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
De Jong. That's the end of the first 45. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Paris Saint-Germain clearly have plenty of cause to be happy, Peter, but they'll need to resist the temptation to just sit on the lead second half. The opposition will be doing their utmost to try and get back into this, so they have to be alert.
Paris Saint-Germain looking good, feeling good. It is 2-0 at the break. Back on the way then. João Neves. And he's gone backward here. Vermeer. Spread to the right. And they win it back again. João Neves. Great vision. This is Dembele. He's onside. And it's been given chance for a shot. It's their second corner of the game. There's the header! Yes! Up by 3. They have their boot on the throats of their foes. Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
Well, talk about being on top of your game. Everything seems to be coming off for him.
Paris Saint-Germain, he's having a hit! And that's off target.
He just didn't catch that one right, and he knows it.
Kubasi goes long.
The attendance
Quarter of an hour
for this
into the
match
second
was
half.
72,306.
João Neves. He's a sharp little ball here. Taken back almost at once. Pedri. Spread it left. João Cancelo. It's Pedri. And it's Cancelo. And this is Lewandowski. Can he finish? It's a goal! Perfect placement. The one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Still behind by 2. Is there a way back into this? Rafinha. No, it's come to nothing. Vitinha. This is a promising build-up. And it's Doué. Doué running with the ball. Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. Hakimi. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. João Cancelo. De Jong. And it's Lopez. Fabian Ruiz. Vitinha. João Neves. Lovely, now then. He's having a shot! Well taken goal. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
As if 3 weren't enough. This is nigh on utopian. So now the difference is 3.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
And it's Vitinha. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And the counter is on. João Neves. Tries to pass it through. And he cuts out the supply. Pacho. It'll be a throw-in. Kubasi. And Araujo. Fermin. Threads one in. Pacho kept his eye on it, and he's there. João Neves. João Neves. And here's Doué. Can he get it through? Doué. Tries one from range. And that is wildly off target. Koundé. Fermin. And Jamal. Now it's Lewandowski. Now it's Pedri. Now that looks a decent ball. It's Lewandowski! And it's Lopez. Time added on will be 2 minutes. And that will be the final act. Paris Saint-Germain pretty much in utopia, imposing themselves in the manner they wanted right from the start. A show. Very much the hero. A warm welcome to a glorious day. Positive vibes all around us, nigh on perfect conditions. There is a thrilling football match in prospect here, and we will be getting underway very shortly. This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
So Manchester welcomes yet another grand fixture, all present here at one of English football's grandest shrines. It is there's the shot! He's delivered all right!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Again, that's terrific movement, Peter, and an even better pass. It's beautifully played.
Barcelona finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Vitinha. Pacho. Pressing high and with purpose. He's picked his way through. De Jong. That is a little undercooked. That is lovely. Fabian Ruiz touches it back. Lovely feet. Strokes it back.
That's good pressing. It's really squeezing everything.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Yamal. So just a one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. He's shifting through the gears here. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
Mendes picks it up now. Oh, that's fabulous. Now the... And a header! And that's in! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, it's a great time for them to keep the momentum going. I don't see any need to change the approach. Keep at it with the same intensity, and soon enough, they'll get another break.
Oh, he's been caught napping. Passing nice and neat. Passes short and sharp. It's a really well-measured ball. Mendes promptly onto that, and that is that. Distributed tidily. João Cancelo makes the interception. Tries to play it through. Oh, perfectly measured that. And he certainly tries a shot! That's another chance! Just cruising! They are cruising! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
That has been drummed into him from such an early age, Peter. It almost came as second nature. He susses the keeper couldn't hold on to it, and he's there in a flash.
Paris Saint-Germain find a position of real strength now.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
And it's Cancelo. Threads one in. Can he latch on to this? Great defending, strong and determined. Pacho pokes it out wide. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Can he finish? Fermin. João Cancelo. João Cancelo venturing down the left. And here's Lewandowski. Marquinhos cuts out the pass. Oh, shooting chance! Just wouldn't stay down for him.
Yeah, that was a fantastic run, and it showed how brilliantly energetic he is.
Moved on forwards. João Cancelo gets over and intercepts. Rafinha wants to run onto this. That could spell trouble. Now he's had a shot! It's a goal! Oh, the deftness of touch. Received it delightfully and finished it off sumptuously.
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
So could they be onto something here? He is through here! Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Pedri.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Fabian Ruiz. Nice looking ball. Pau Kubasi spots it and intercepts. And it's half-time.
Paris Saint-Germain are 2 up, and on the balance of things, I would say deservedly so. They had a very coherent game plan, and if they are allowed to continue in the same vein, I can only see the margin getting bigger.
Well, we've been blessed with a goal-laden first half. 3-1 is the half-time score. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. De Jong. Kubasi. That has been slung wide. He has found the way through. Chance to deliver. Chance for a shot! He's got a goal! It is an explosive start to the second half. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
All of a sudden we have a game here.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly the response he'd be looking for.
Hakimi. He's looking wide. Well read, nice interception. And here's Dembele. That's a good ball out wide. He's got away. Fabian Ruiz. Now it's Vitinha. Ball's played through. Oh, he's found support out wide. Yamal, he's found a way through. Cross into the box. That has been knocked clear.
Barcelona clearly are trying to mix things up here, keeping their opponents guessing.
The attendance for this match was 71,898.
That's a good foray he's making. It's run loose here. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Doué. That's Doué. He's dealt with that really well. He's trying to hit the front line here. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
João Neves engages and forces him off the ball. And he's going to have his name taken. Eric Garcia. And Kubasi. Oh, can he get onto this? That has not gone well. Now, can they get him away? And that could set him on his way. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. João Neves. And here's Dembele. Kubasi. De Jong. Shifted it to the flank. Oh no, what has happened here? Not getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing. Spread it left. Marquinhos. That's going right the way across.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Rafinha making a dash for it. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, that's nice. Takes the shot! That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Is it in? Yes, it's an own goal.
Well, that's really unfortunate. He'll be kicking himself at the moment, and believe me, I know how that feels.
So one moment's crazy confusion, but they all count.
Listen, sometimes you need that little bit of luck in games like these.
Driving forward, always goal side. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Hakimi kept his eye on it, and he's there. Looking to pass their way up the pitch.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Vitinha. Dembele.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Fabian Ruiz does really well to win the ball there. Oh, it's Dembele. Oh, such a clever touch. Gives it back.
He's got...
So that means another 30 minutes football. Well, still no winner, Jim.
Well, look, this has been a hard-fought encounter, Peter, so mistakes are far more likely over the next 30 minutes.
Well, no winner so far, but somebody has to be the winner. And extra time is next. And the action has already restarted. Paris Saint-Germain conceded an equaliser late on. Now they have to do it all again. Do they have what it takes? Chooses to go crossfield. Rafinha. Pacho. And he's forced to go back. And it's Marquinhos. Now João Neves. And it's Vitinha. He's in plenty of space here. This is Dembele. Dembele showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Over to the right flank, and he's managed to get free. And that's a great chance! Paris Saint-Germain have their lead. Pedri. Hakimi. Vitinha. João Neves. And here's Dembele. Great ball, and he's in here. Nice sequence of passes, this. No way through, so back it comes. Decent chance! And that's a good finish. And there we have it. So there's the whistle, and we will have a brief break. Well, it has been a punishing game, both physically and mentally. But does either team have what it takes to find a winner? And we're off for the final time. This really has been thrilling. Both sides going at it, and now for the final act. Shot could be on. And he's being shifted off it. Vitinha. Spread out to the left. Rafinha. A good play on the left-hand side here. Rafinha. Lovely bit of skill. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. Rafinha. Now it's Pedri. He's in a real chance! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Now that is commitment to the cause. Barcelona with the corner, they're first. João Cancelo with the short one. And it's Cancelo. De Jong. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Brilliantly cut out. Yamal tries to pass it through. That is good alertness. Vitinha. Fabian Ruiz. Rafinha. Strong running down that left flank. And they're quick to get it back. It's really well cleared. And that's it. Well, don't you just love it when a plan comes together? Victory never in doubt in the mind of the mastermind in all of this. A solid win, which will be welcomed all round. Dembele on the score sheet 3 times. Welcome one and all, we have perfect blue sky. It's a feel-good football match. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert, Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi, everyone. The excitement has really picked up now, and I'm eager for the action to start.
So Manchester welcomes yet another grand fixture, all present here at one of English football's grandest shrines. Well, this is the perfect game for all parties, not least the neutrals who've just come to enjoy it.
Well, at least on the face of it, Peter, there's very little at stake in this.
But, Jim,
Well, it still gives ample opportunity for some fringe players to make their case. So I'm inclined towards something that's still high in intensity and conviction, in tempo even. And that's not a bad thing.
So things are underway. And that's a throw-in. Família. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
The fella you're looking at, Peter, Achraf Hakimi. I think one of the better offensive fullbacks anywhere in the world. He's very much the modern fullback. He was a winger, moved a little bit deeper, but he still has that passion to get forward. And we know it's backed up by a great engine, and occasionally an eye for goal.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. Kvaratskhelia. Can he get it through? It's a promising position. Now the ball in. Ball's over the line, and it is a corner. Paris Saint-Germain with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. There's the delivery, and a header! And now he'll try from distance! Yamal. And it's Ruiz. Oh, that was vital. Now it's Yamal. And here's the chance to counter. Pass somewhat off target. No change to the score. 0-0 it remains. Now that looks a decent ball. Nice control.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
He has a look up. And the shot! And now it's a race for the ball.
Fabian Ruiz really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Pedri. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Looks to me as though this is probably a little too far out for a shot. That was travelling. Disappointed with that. He's Lewandowski! It's fallen kindly here. He is desperate to get on the score sheet, but not this time.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get their reward if they can stick at this.
De Jong is there, and he can pick it up. Looking to play him in. Doué. João Cancelo kept his eye on it, and he's there. Oh, they could be caught out here. Doué has given away a free kick. And it's been given away. Swung over. Yamal is onto it in a flash. And he's managed to get free.
It was indecision all round. They have to do a bit better than that.
João Neves. Probing pass. Al-Kubasi kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. De Jong. And it's Lopez. Lovely pass, but can he get there? It's Lewandowski! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
João Cancelo plays it short. That's a little off target. Paris Saint-Germain have the chance to go the other way. And he cuts out the supply. Kubasi. Fermi. Now it's Kvaratskhelia. That looks a good ball through. Oh, look at the space here. And that is expertly dealt with. 0-0, but nevertheless a very decent game. Now it's Yamal.
That's going in strongly.
He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Vitinha is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
There's a quick free kick. Judge, surely! He doesn't look too happy with that.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
Oh no, what has happened here? Lewandowski gets into a good position. Marquinhos did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Now it's Doué. He has found the way through. Aims beyond the defence. He's on it. Can he get away?
Has been indicated.
João Neves puts a cross in. Pressure stays on. It is a corner. And this could be the final action of the first half. Rafinha can get it clear. Driving on and making good progress. And he is deftly away. Lewandowski stood his ground strongly. Lewandowski delivers. Tries to get it clear. And that signals the end of the first period. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. So there was the first half.
Well, both sides have been full of effort, industry, endeavour, and the stats are screaming good things at us. So it's been a very good watch for the neutrals so far, and I'm really looking forward to what's to come in the second half. This could get unpredictable.
Well, it's been a half that hasn't lacked suspense or intrigue. It's only lacked goals. 0-0 at the break. If you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. 0-0, and we're at the halfway point. Genuine physical edge about this game. It is quite attritional. Now it's Yamal. Yamal. Oh, that's fabulous. Plenty to aim at here. Yamal! And he nearly went all the way.
Lamine Yamal certainly looked hungry and exciting on the ball. Confidence is at play here.
And it's been taken short. Lovely bit of skill. Paris Saint-Germain are looking to go forward now. Dembele receives it in a wide position. Good challenge, excellent challenge. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. He is through here. He's got away.
Rafinha clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything. his way.
That has not gone well. Corner number 3 coming up. Well, it's gone out again, and so we'll have a repeat corner. Paris Saint-Germain get their 4th corner. Here's the header! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough.
Hakimi clearly was a little selfish there, but I don't think it was a bad attempt.
João Neves. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Long ball by the goalkeeper. That is good progress on the left. Fabian Ruiz. He's found a way through. This is Dembele. Well into the second half, and still there's nothing between them. Poor robust challenge. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Now it's Pedri. He's shifting through the gears here. Pedri! That is...
to launch that counter.
That's a smartly directed ball. That's been cut out, well played. That has been slung wide. Fabian Ruiz. Now João Neves. Nicely shaped ball. Good take, and is he in? Couldn't squeeze it through. No luck with that dink over the top. Eric Garcia.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Kvaratskhelia. And it's Mendes.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Marquinhos. And he's intervened well there. Rafinha running with the ball. Cross to the back post. Fabian Ruiz looking for the run. Oh, it's Dembele. And he's been shifted off it. That has been cut short.
Well, they've got one eye on the clock, but the balancing act is very fine at this stage. Go for it, and it could backfire. Sit back, and it may be at a price.
De Jong. Searching pass he's played there. Rafinha has it in a wide position. Just 5 minutes left. And here's Yamal. He is through here. Pedri. Lopez. It's Lewandowski. It's loose now. Oh, what has happened here? This time, surely. It's anyone's ball now.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Kubasi. And it's Pedri.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
He's charged for a shot! Oh, wow, that's crazy! A breakthrough so late in the day! Oh, a goal of real quality. He made it look ridiculously easy.
There you go. That's what happens when you've got top-class talent.
Paris Saint-Germain. And there goes the final whistle. Relief, finally. Now at last they can enjoy the taste of victory. Fingernails bitten to the quick, but they have got over the line. Quite a ride. João Neves, voted man of the match, and deservedly so. So there we have it, Jim. A game seemingly destined for stalemate, but then the ultimate smash and grab.
Well, I thought only one team could win this, certainly in the last few minutes, Peter. They didn't half make it hard on themselves, but sometimes you just have to win games whatever way you can, and that they did.
Contact a nearby member of staff.
Well, that's it for today. Thank you, Jim, and goodbye.